Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I'm happy to share this analysis with you. Overview of Canada Pipe Limited, also known as Bibby. Bibby is a manufacturer of cast iron pipes and fittings that are used in the construction industry. Cast iron pipes are the premier choice for main water and waste lines, and cast iron is required in some applications to meet code requirements. There are two cast iron pipe and fitting manufacturers in Canada, Bibby, located in St. Croix, Quebec, and Vandam, which is located in Cambridge, Ontario. Bibby ships its cast iron products to distributors located across Canada, which include large national chains, independent distributors, and large contracting firms. Distributors can purchase its cast iron products from a domestic manufacturer, such as Bibby or Vandam, or they can import products from the USA or overseas. Overview of complaint. The Commissioner of Competition, also known as the Commissioner, filed a complaint with the tribunal charging that Bibby has violated Section 77 and 79 of the Competition Act. Section 77 outlines the practice of exclusive dealing that limits entry into the market, limits expansion of sales, or any other limiting effect. Section 79 outlines the practice of a firm that abuses its dominant position by engaging in anti-competitive actions to decrease competition from other firms in the market. At the heart of the Commissioner's complaint is the stocking distributor program that is used by Bibby as a type of loyalty rewards program and is described by the Commissioner as anti-competitive. The Commissioner asserts that Bibby uses the stocking distributor program to maintain its market share and prevent entry of new manufacturing firms into the market. The SDP requirements stipulate that in order to qualify for membership into the program, distributors must agree to purchase its cast iron products exclusively from Bibby. Distributors, in addition to purchasing exclusively from Bibby, must also purchase a minimum volume of 40,000 pounds in every quarter to qualify for the program. Distributors are rewarded with lower unit prices on cast iron products and also quarterly and yearly rebates if membership requirements are maintained. Bibby calculates the price savings when using the SDP through the application of a multiplier that is applied to all purchases at the time of the sale. An example of the savings that a member of the program would receive is a multiplier of 55 cents, and a non-member would receive 94 cents. The cost savings from being a member in the SDP would incentivize continued membership, as the 39-cent difference between the multipliers could be thought of as an increased profits for the distributor who is a member. Overview of the decision. The Commissioner bears the burden of establishing that Bibby violated Section 77 and 79 of the Competition Act. The Commissioner must establish that Bibby is a dominant firm in the market and is engaged in anti-competitive actions. The tribunal ruled that under Section 77 of the Competition Act, there is no evidence that Bibby's actions have lessened or prevented competition from entering the market, and there is insufficient evidence that the SDP has an exclusionary effect in the industry. The tribunal ruled against the Commissioner in Section 79 of the Competition Act, stating that the SDP is an instrument for Bibby to market its products and is not satisfied that the program has an anti-competitive effect. The tribunal agreed that Bibby does have market power in the cast iron industry, but Bibby maintains that the SDP is not an example of exclusive dealing and is actually a preferential dealing arrangement that provides incentive for loyalty, and distributors are free to leave the SDP at any time without penalty. Bibby provided testimony that if it abandoned its SDP, the losses would be uneconomical and render its manufacturing operation unprofitable, forcing Bibby to close the foundry, leading to job losses and market losses to Asian imports. Bibby states that abandoning the SDP would adversely affect distributors because the multiplier and rebates represent a significant part of distributor profits, and smaller distributors would be forced to shut down. Overall, Bibby presented a stronger case to the tribunal. The losses of abandoning the SDP and the resulting consequences of job loss and market losses to imports is higher than the losses a new cast iron manufacturing firm would incur. Argument against the tribunal's decision. The tribunal's failure to determine that the SDP plays a critical role in deterring new entrants into the market is a gross oversight, considering Bibby's dominant position in the market. Bibby has a cost advantage over its competitor and admits to having economies of scale. Bibby's low cost structure allow it to use the SDP to set prices competitively low enough to squeeze out competitors and still maintain profits. This ability to set prices when combined with economies of scale give Bibby significant market power, and Bibby controls more than 80% of the total cast iron sales across Canada. It feels counterintuitive that Bibby, who has significant market power, would price so competitively, but it is precisely how it maintains its market share in the industry, and the SDP is the vehicle by which this occurs. Cast iron manufacturing firms looking to enter the market will rightly recognize that Bibby has a large market share of loyal distributors. Firms will anticipate low profits because highly competitive prices present in the market, combined with higher average costs and potential sunk costs, will make the prospect of entry unappealing. This is an example of a barrier to entry for a new firm and occurs when a dominant firm is able to exercise its market power to give entrants the impression of non-positive profits. New manufacturing firms will face sunk costs of approximately $1.5 million, and therefore possible entrants will want to ensure that it will get a return on its investment. The competitively low prices in the market and higher average costs that are common for new firms do not provide this reassurance of reasonable profit opportunities. Economist Dr. Ross stated that Bibby reduced its prices by 14% to 28% when Vandam first entered the market, and this price cut indicates that Bibby had attempted to push Vandam out of the market. Vandam has stated that the low pricing offered by the SDP keep distributors hesitant to shop somewhere else and believe that their difficulties expanding in the market is due to distributors that are loyal to Bibby for the reward and rebate incentives. If a distributor is satisfied with the service they receive from Bibby, it will remain loyal regardless of the prices offered by a new entrant in the market. A simple entry game can model this situation accurately. Bibby begins the game by making an investment that will affect future payoffs, and in this case, it is Bibby's use of the SDP that gives Bibby an exception and an expectation of future profits by ensuring that entry into the market is unattractive to new firms. This strategy used by Bibby is similar to an entry game in which the entrant has two strategies: either make the investment into sunk costs and enter the market, or try to compete for positive profits or stay out of the market. The new entrant would have knowledge about Bibby's market power in the industry and its use of the SDP to set prices competitively low. The new entrant could assume that its average cost of production would be higher than Bibby's low cost structure and economies of scale. The second stage of the game involves the choices facing the firm that is contemplating entry into the manufacturing market. The new entrant cannot be certain of a significant market share after entry. The new entrant will expect that Bibby is a dominant firm with low cost margin and significant market share who will price competitively using its SDP and therefore will choose not to enter the market. The new entrant can also choose to enter the market if it believes that its cost structure is low enough to weather the possibility of reduced profits for a limited time until it can expand its market share. Bibby can then strategize to fight by lowering prices, as it did with Vandam, in an attempt to push the new entrant out of the market. Bibby can also agree to share the market, but it will still use the SDP to maintain its significant market share and to keep prices low as possible for the new firm. Bibby has the flexibility due to its economies of scale to set prices low and still maintain profits, while a new firm with a higher cost structure will struggle to make a profit. Bibby has the power to make entry into the market look unappealing, and if a firm does decide to enter, Bibby's use of the SDP will prevent new entrants from expanding their market share and increase profits. The commissioner failed to provide solid evidence to prove that Bibby Bibby was engaged in anti-competitive actions, but the tribunal agreed that Bibby has market power. Study of the case concludes that suspicions remain, and Bibby's use of the STP gives them an advantage over its competitors that is harmful, but it is difficult to prove anti-competitive actions. Bibby's actions have economic consequences for new entrants and also ensures that the market is unattractive to possible entrants, thus protecting its market share and its profits. These actions by Bibby are anti-competitive and should be classified as such by the tribunal. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation and have a good day.